Hey there everybody, welcome back to the Newport County Career Mode. I am Ramroth, of course, and today Newport County are going to Sanderson Park. Man, that looks like a fairly decent stadium, doesn't it? Bolton Wanderers are the hosts today, and we got a fairly tough game on our hands, I think, especially considering that the manager is Neil Lennon, Celtic legend, and they have a lot of good talent on the team. A little bit of news. Well, actually first let's pop up our table right over their lineup. Everything is looking good. The teams below us have just, shuffled around a little bit, allowing us to get a 3-point lead at the top. Other news, Simovic is going to be out until next year with a broken collarbone. 3-month injury for him. Here's today's lineup. The defense remains unchanged with Alsup, Samosa, Fikete, Kuipers, and Bandowski. Midfield, O'Kane returns to the starting lineup with Leonard and Chapman on either side of him. All new front line, Van Buren on the right for scoring the winner last match. Tony Watt on the left, and Ten Voord has big shoes to fill up the very front. On the bench we have Hayworth, Oliveira, Wilmot, Young, and as soon as I get a chance to finish looking, ooh, big switch. Asoge, Jolly, and Delfonso. Good tackle, Fikete, keeping them out. The other piece of news that came through is that Harold Schachner's loan has expired already. We only had him for like 3 months, I think, which is really short. But I'm not too worried about that because we do have Natsume on the squad. And as long as he keeps playing, I think he'll develop and be a good choice. Oh, somebody's got to get on that. And man, players just falling over each other trying to get the clear. Alright, need to rearrange. Oh, good cover by Chapman, preventing the run. Across the back post, headed clear. Only as far as another Bolton player. Oh, great work from Samosa. Switches now to Ten Voord. He's avoided one challenge. Needs a bit of help though. There's O'Kane in the middle. Laid off to Leonard. Square that back to O'Kane and just get some possession as we try to find a gap. Oh, Vandowski's taken late. And there's nothing being done. I do not understand. That was one of the worst fouls we've seen in a while. Makes the challenge here. Tony Watt recovered. I think Bandowski's down injured too. Which, another nasty tackle coming through. Everything's flying and Bolton get away with everything. That is not good news. Bandowski's limped off the field for now. We're playing a man down, which is not good. So we're going to have to figure out. Come on, move your feet, get to the ball. See, I think O'Kane's just sort of stepped back and covered this wing. And well done, Fikete. And it looks like Bandowski's done. Isn't that fortunate that I put Wilmot on the bench because he has to play? It seems a little suspicious if you ask me, but I mean, how is that not a foul? He definitely didn't get the ball. That's a given. And just left him on the dirt. I don't know what low cross playing at. We have a sub on the bench, and it is a straight swap, which is good. Headed down by Ten Voord. Unable to break free. Come on, guys, sort it out. Break down the left for Bolton. Cleared away by Samosa. Switching it up, Wilmot's starting to come forward. He wants to make a name for himself. Lays it down the line for Tony Watt. He manages to keep it in, barely. Bolton are able to recover and come forward. Tony Watt, he pushed tackle, and they're like, nah, kick it. I pushed the button long before he got the ball, so I have no idea why it held over the command that long. But anyways, ruined a good tackle from Tony Watt. He's been running around doing a lot of defensive work, but hasn't really had the chance to come into the game in an attacking sense. That's well won by O'Kane. Chapman lays it off now to O'Kane. He needs someone just running through the gap like that. Samosa. He's pulled it back and he's won a corner. Well done. That'll do.
They say the sliding tackle's gone out of the game, but not here.
Got some targets in the box. Let's see. Kuipers is playing for that short one. We'll try and flick him in. I don't know. Let's go for the traditional whip it right in. Get Ten Voord up front. Oh, no, it's someone else coming short. And it goes. Wilmot's in there. It's fallen. Oh, it just fell through the legs of Ten Voord. Fiete just takes possession, plays Kuipers. O'Kane. Watt. Oh, Chapman was in position, started a run, and then, of course, stopped it half a second later. Bolton really pressing the issue down the left, but Van Buren reading it that time and intercepting. It's fairly defensive at the moment from Bolton, which is disappointing considering they're at home and should be looking to make something from this. Samosa's got a bit of space now down the wing. Leonard arriving to help out. Sends it forward. Tony Watt now in position. But the support not really that good. In behind. Finally gets to Van Buren. That's where I wanted it in the first place. Back to Samosa. Whips in. Leonard was the one there. O'Kane recovers. Wilmot swinging across. It's Leonard again. Bobbling around. He finally managed to get it clear. Samosa just takes control, knocks it back, and will rebuild the attack again. Leonard again. Ball played down the wing again. Samosa finding a lot of space, crosses it in. Ten Voord. The first thing he did when that cross came in was stop. And completely ruined the momentum. And look how many players they've got back. It's going to be really difficult to break them down. Now O'Kane has got a little space on the left. Support not coming. Squares it to Chapman. He's in the box. Whips one. Deflected and over the bar. Another chance to whip in a corner. Kuipers. Let's try and pick out Kuipers. And it goes. Oh, it's nobody. Ten Voord swings a leg at it, but doesn't get anything good on it. Sending it down the wing for Clef. Fiquete just marshalling him out. Good defending across the back post. And also can't claim the header. Takes a flick, but Van Buren's on the ball again. Oh, what a touch. I think he's won the throw. No, he hasn't. How do you call it that way? He fired the... No, they gave it right back. Okay, all's fair then. Samosa now. To Van Buren. Oh, lovely exchange. Needs some support. Puts it across. Ten Voord is there. Chapman's picked it off. Rifles a shot. Oh, it's just over. I thought that had buried itself in the top corner. But just high. The chances are coming, and we're still not able to put it in the net. Switch play after the short goal kick. And Bolton trying to work it forward again. Ball down the line. Wilmot's been caught out. Come on, somebody come wide. Somebody's take the ball. Oh, that'll do. Chapman's on it. Here's a break. Through the gap. It's too deep. Van Buren and Ten Voord couldn't sort themselves out. And the ball goes back to the keeper for the final act of this first half. So, same again. Lots of good play, no goals. Unfortunately, we have to keep doing this, but to move on. We've managed to break through in the second half a couple of times recently. See, we've got all the possession. We just can't get the ball in the net.
Here we go with the start of the second half.
Maybe they'll press forward because they are the home team. They should be expecting to get something from matches like this.
Tony Watt.
Oh, there we go. Chapman, he's got a bit of space. Gets around his man. Get out of the way, Ten Voord. Manages to save it. Wilmot whips it in. Van Buren's there. Oh, what a header. What is he aiming at?
We're still level in this match.
Didn't really expect the first defender to miss it. But then Van Buren did so as well in spectacular fashion. Spectacularly bad fashion.
Davis.
Oh, that ball bounces through.
Oh, he loves that, doesn't he? And it's come
Oh,
off
some
for him
nice,
again.
tricky play from
Position back
Bolton.
off, they could be in trouble. The ball gets
Okay,
there.
manages to recover it. Oh, it's over the top, but not deep enough for Watt.
Mark
I don't
Davis.
understand how some players are so good at putting that over-the-top ball in, and it just seems to work for them every time.
Oh, in goes the cross.
To the back, Ten Voord can't get to it. Van Buren with the seconds. He's got it on target, but Bogdan just clutches it out of the air. At least we're getting some on target now. O'Kane barrels it back, but Ten Voord's lazy getting back and is offside. Change for Bolton. He's going to pop this free kick forward. Kuipers takes it down easily.
Tony Watt.
And how do you not take possession?
Chung Yong Lee.
All these little short passes that would never come off for us. Why did you do that? I just wanted you to lay it off to the next best player.
Cross it.
Instead, he fires it far away from him, but fortunately they're not that good either, and ball's out for goal kick. And we don't care about their next match, it's always against Leeds.
Leeds United in their next match in the Football League Championship. A lot at stake. But I
Short
think
ball
it
out
might
to
be a bit too much
Samosa.
for them.
Leonard picks out Van Buren. Over the top. How do they read it that quickly? There's just no way. Ball out to the wing. In a lot of space. Trying to put it in behind. Cheeky from Kuipers. He certainly found some form. Good movement. Pass a bit short from Ten Voord.
Gone out to the wingman.
Needs some help out in these wings. They are really spreading it wide. That's not where I'm aiming at all. Can't pick a player. O'Kane gets a touch. Oh, and has a chance for a break. Swung wide. Does Ten Voord have the pace? I don't think he does. I'll tell you what, that centre back certainly had the ball control. Why can't I choose the player that I want? I'm pointing right at him and saying, hey, switch to that guy.
Got a chance to cross.
They're like, no, we're going to switch it to one further than that. Every bloody time.
Gone in strongly.
Wilmot switching the play. Finds Van Buren. Lovely ball. Late tackle on Ten Voord. Watt using his pace to get in behind. And Ten Voord is just being manhandled in the middle. Two arms around him, making sure he doesn't get a chance to make a run. It's not fair play. It's not within the rules. And oh, he's offside. Alright, let's make subs. There's made another one as well. What do we want to do? I think we want to bust forward with another attacker. There it is. Or another winger at least. Will not go to the left. Samosa go up front. And Chapman off to actually going to have to have to be a defender that comes on. Switch these guys around. Our second sub. I'm not sure what our last sub's going to be. We'll see how this change affects everything. Reshuffle Oliveira for Chapman. Here's Leonard. Through the gap. Oh, just deflected as O'Kane was making a good run through.
Mark Tierney. So let's have a look at the possession stats on the screen now.
Why? What are they doing? Every time I push pass, it's like a fake pass that doesn't actually do anything. What kind of touch was that? Ten Ward's taken late. Crossed in. He arrives. It's tipped away. Some decent play there.
Well, they've definitely gone into a defensive mode now, haven't they, Alan?
Leonard just blocked by stupid referee. And of course, even though I'm like, no, just tap it back, he decides to thump it into touch. What I'm pushing on this controller is not what's happening in the game. Yeah, sort that one out, please. Oh, great header. What are you doing? Let's get control of the ball. Push forward a little bit. No. Wilmot's got a bit of space, but we use walk first. Let's spread out. How do they read that? And why am I not allowed to control a player that's going to do something useful?
Well, the target for Bolton Wanderers in this even match to get into the
How
league.
are they just magically making these perfect touches in situations that they never should?
It's a very crisp challenge there.
Long ball over the top. He's offside. Is he? Yep. Alright, what kind of switch do we want? I think we'll bring out Ten Ward for the pace of Delfonso. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. I have to blow my brains out. Alright, there's the switch. Let's see if we can grab a late goal. No, where are you going? Where are you going? There we go. I thought I was just gonna pass it nowhere near. Cheeky flick. Samosa now. Getting down the line. Tackle knocks it out. They might actually be parking the bus. Well, I haven't said either way. Just going to leave it for Leonard. So you know what he can do. He can huck it really long. He does so. Go on, flick that. Oh, keeper's too good. Bogdan is a really solid keeper. So, yeah, they're definitely parking the bus. Look how few players they have up front. So we can do everyone. Why would you do that? So much later than I'd asked for. Complete lack of intelligence coming forward. And a foul's given for a flop. I don't know what he thought he was going to win there, because we certainly weren't trying to do anything. Sent long. Oh, Leonard's just like that. And of course it spins behind for a corner instead of a throw, where it was actually going first. Just a lot of random garbage. Ball will not bounce where it's supposed to if it's going to favor us. It goes to the back post. Keeper grabbed that. Thrown out to Van Buren. And he, instead of passing the ball, he wants to take that massive touch again. Why can't I control a player that's near the ball? It's got to be one that's, 50 yards away. And yeah, they're not interested in winning. They're just going to pass it around. I honestly thought we were going to get past this once we got out of League One. But it's still park the bus, park the bus, park the freaking bus. Away from home against a team as good as Bolton? Why are they trying to defend and get a draw? I've heard it's because EA like to push their new features when they make it, but pushing a park the bus feature, making every team play all-out defense every game, that's stupid. Makes it so that they won't score, we can't score. It's the most boring garbage ever made. Anyways, yeah, not much else we can do except try and score early and, hit them on the counter later on. Thanks for watching. Like the video for anything you can come up with, really. and subscribe if you haven't done that. And then also leave your comments. What do you think EA's angle is on Park the Bus? I'll see you guys in the next match.